Charge it up. Just a little spark. Just a little spark. There is such a thing as learning too much. The mortal mind can only take so many revelations at a time. What we discovered here, it changes everything. Oh my God! No!
Fui too late. What happened here?
What happened? Who did this? It's all gone. The city. My home. Maybe an experiment that got out of control. But the damage would have been confined to the workshop. We have to check on the others. At least let me find Quilichi. Any survivors would have evacuated to the farms north of town. Come, there's not a moment to waste.
I'm sure someone made it. They can't have killed everyone.
believe this. What you smell is the workshop going up in flames. Our books, our chemicals, our machines. Many of those inventions were originals from the Valian republics. One of a kind, irreplaceable. I don't...
It's not fair, is it? Not fair.
They burn. They blind us.
Thank the gods you weren't there when it happened. Thank the gods. The workshop finally
There's something here.
Did you see me, Mom?
Something nearby.
seek.
Glad that's over. Something nearby.
What a terror.
There's something here.
Fiorme Severno was the pride of 2 generations. And now, nothing but ashes and embers. My home, my lab, my parents. It feels as if I lost them all over again. Will they? I keep asking myself, how could I have missed this? How could I not have known an attack was coming? We were all so occupied with the Dream Scourge, we missed the enemy on our doorstep. No matter where Animancers go, someone is always trying to kill us. Nothing enrages the gods more than mortals in pursuit of knowledge. Don't worry. I plan to hold the mortals accountable. As many of them as it takes. Listen to me. A failed Animancer lashing out at everything in reach. Even with all the tools at my disposal, I couldn't stop the Dream Scourge. And I couldn't save my people. How do I live up to my family's example when I can't even help myself? I wish I could. But that legacy is a debt I can never pay off. My parents died pursuing a better future for Animancers. I can't let their sacrifice be for nothing. And right now, that's all it is. I have some pondering to do. Let me know if there's anything else. What's on your mind?
Thanks for talking.
If I must.
I can't believe it. My city.
I haven't had much of a crew lately, and it's been maybe first time. Not a whole lot, and I've been happy keeping it that way. Playing around with essence, poking at souls, trying to move them out of and into places they shouldn't be, it makes me queasy. Despite what we've been able to learn from it here.
Animancy is many things to many people. A tool, a philosophy, a lens to see the world from a different angle. But it isn't for everyone.
Still, I'm happy to leave those pursuits to other people.
Exactly. Other people. People who are a safe distance away. No offense.
You have your point of view, and I have mine.
Not the same way adherents do. We've got no laws against it. I've just always felt more comfortable with things I can see and grasp for myself. Yeah, and that's the part I like to leave to people with your predisposition. Nudge me if you hear anything in the woods.
I'm good.
hope everyone is all right. Animancers know how to plan for an emergency. We've never seen one like this. If anything happened to Quilici, I don't know what I'd do.
I'm sure he's fine. He seemed like a survivor.
Again and again they strike.
Quiet, Nimdut.
We've got company!
हेलो बोलो रेडी काम छोकरा हो मतलब बात करके Man, I can talk right now. बोलो
Got something. They come.
Never had a chance. Another soul for the wheel.
I was worried for a second.
Something nearby. Poison. Narrow, slow acting. They want the thief to suffer. Something here. You're on your right.
Envoy, behind you!
Got some.
Look, they made it out. Oh, thank the gods. Thank the gods. I needed that. I needed to see them so badly. Felt like I couldn't breathe.
Breathe into a sack of some kind if that happens again. Works. Works like a charm.
Protect the envoy. Nicely done.
You showed up at a bad time. I was born here. Always thought I would die here, too.
These people are looking for leadership.
Gods, what do I tell Sovia? What do I tell the children? It's not bad enough that their mother a little earlier and you'd have beaten the other bandits to my crops. But I guess that's on you, isn't it? I left the whole pile right here. Enough food, good food, safe food, to get us through the next few months. I went inside just for a moment. The bandits took everything. This was probably her last harvest. There's not a damn thing left to eat. Fjord's Grain Commission offered to open their stores, but I'm not lining up to take it. At least, when we don't have freeloader. What? No. We're fine. No Huh. Like sticking your nose in other people's business, do you? No, it's not like that. Gods, don't know who to trust these days. My wife, she's sick. Not a dream troll, just sick. We've known for a while now. But treatment is expensive. There's not enough to go around. I thought if she could eat well for whatever time she had left, she'd be more comfortable. And now, it's gone. There. Are you happy? It's weeping fever. A rose draught would clear her up, but good luck finding any to spare. When they ran away, I saw them following the river north. They're probably hiding up there, waiting to steal from someone else. You come back with my crops, and I'll give you whatever I can. You can't put a price on survival.
Hope seems lost, but she's gone.
What a fine nest the Adherents have made for us.
We've been at war against nature so long, we didn't think the final blow would be struck by outsiders.
It's you. The godlike. I thought they were What kind of a question is that? Forgive. It is not anger. I'll be straight with you. The Steel Garrot's captain stole something. It wasn't enough to burn our city. She'll let you close. You can take her prize back. But you will have to kill her first. A relic of old Valia. I don't know its actual value, but it's a treasure to me. My young nephew stood up to the steel garrote before they attacked. The captain gutted him and looted his ring. An heirloom with our family crest. It won't debase me any further, either. I have nothing to lose. I want that commander to... You'll find her at the Eastern Watchtower. I warn you, though, her troops... You want to subject yourself... I can't think about her where... I should go now. Damn the demons. Damn the steel garrote. I spit on their graves. How can our family grow up?
Seems like a light.
Envoy? Oh, thank goodness. For a moment there, I thought we'd lost you in the attack.
As if you don't already know.
Ignacy, calm yourself.
Why should I be calm? His people burned my city.
The Steel Garrote are hardly his people.
They offered us no negotiation, no peaceful terms. Just flames and laughter as we ran. You give these tyrants. Your Inquisitor is determined to burn out anyone who doesn't conform to Adheran ways.
We agree on one thing. The Steel Garrote have declared war on the Living Lands.
Call it what you like. This is it.
What happened here is no coincidence. Their forces already have an unshakable grip on Paradis. This attack was meant to weaken us. No doubt they will circle back to finish what they started. Tell us, what of your research into the Dream Scourge? Assuming our governor wants to hear it.
I may have spoken in haste before.
Pardon?
The very notion that the Dream Scourge had blighted our farms, it was too awful to acknowledge.
Are you being serious right now?
I am. The sanctuary my family built was falling apart on my watch. And I wasn't strong enough to bear it. As Jetta was eager to remind me. You must understand. My mother had the dream scourge. I hoped against reason that she might recover, but her mind grew as blighted as her lands. To face reality would mean upending my city, throwing order into chaos, and admitting she was truly gone. I'm so sorry, Giada.
Don't waste your apologies on me. This changes nothing between us.
I don't expect your forgiveness, but I will do everything in my power to make this right. Whatever you have to say, I'm ready to hear it.
You want me to do the talking? The evidence is clear. The Living Lands is on the edge of an ecological disaster, both physically and spiritually. We may know the origin of the Dream Scourge. By following it back to the source, perhaps we can reverse the damage. Now for the bad news. An undiscovered god rests in the heart of this island. Until we know more about its nature, we are powerless to stop it.
But this is madness. When I said I was ready for the truth, I didn't mean... Quilici, tell him it's madness.
Envoy, is it true?
You truly think you can find a god?
First the Dream Scourge, then the Steel Garrote, and now, what does this god of yours want us to do? Pray?
This is no time for a theological discussion. Our survival hangs on a knife's edge. We can't remain in Emerald Stair.
There is no reason to stay, unless you count picking through the ashes. We should relocate to Thirdborn. It's the only settlement that can take us all.
No. I say we go to Paradise.
This is madness. It's suicide.
Wrong. It's self-preservation. And my father would have agreed. As long as we are animancers, the adherents will pursue us to the ends of the earth. Instead, we lay low, hide in plain sight, let them believe we're beaten, and bide our time.
While we hide, the Dream Scourge will tear this island apart. At least in Thirdborn, we can practice animancy freely. We can't gamble with our existence. The political climate of the Living Lands is too dangerous.
Thirdborn has its own problems. Paradise is more secure, but it would... I don't like our options, but that shouldn't...
It's unpredictable.
When did you grow a spine, Ignacy?
Who says I have? Take care in your travels, Giada. May we meet again.
They'll do well in Paradise. It's completely safe, as long as they keep their heads down.
My days of subterfuge are behind me. Be the leader these people need, and they will follow you anywhere.
What of you, Envoy? Where does the hunt for the Dream Scourge take you next?
I do.
Yardsley? Don't tell me you are getting swept up in all of this.
Oh, really? You should know better, darling. Any talk of the Akita, and I will appear. If you're looking for the garden, I can probably lead the way. You're already aware that I'm the foremost Akitan scholar in the Living Lands, and...
Godless scholar, my dear. No one outside of academia uses their proper name.
Ah, right. Layman's terms. Thank you, darling. Well, to make a long story short, I think I can lead you to the garden. 30 years of research, and I think the answer lies in a ruin called Nakukubel,
Gods, here we go.
which is in Shatterscarp. So we've got to get there now. Before Fiora went up in flames, that Garrote monster took my research. Your kin are on their way to the garden now. Wait. If they know as much as we do, they know to go to Shatterscarp too. Oh no. I've got to warn Temerity. Meet me in Thirdborn, all right? You can't miss it. It's the only bit of civilization in Shatterscarp, if you can call it that. I'll finish getting ready here and just meet you there.
Ugh, what a whirlwind. God, I love that tiny woman. Naturally. She's feisty, passionate, loyal, determined. My life would not be the same without her.
For what it's worth, I vouch for Yardsley. She's a good friend and a bad influence. Right now, we could use both.
There's a gate to the north, which will take you to Shatterscarp. It's guarded by some of our best rangers.
The best rangers that are left, you mean? Who sunned at Steel Garrote?
I'll make sure they grant you safe passage. May the gods protect you, envoy.
Exploring the Living Lands with a friend. What more could I ask for?
If you see anything...
Can you believe it? One day, though not you, godlike. Now to business. Who's... From the depths of my soul, I thank you. May the report... Perfecto.
You heard Vidal. This settlement is...
This settlement is our home. I can't believe you're ready to abandon it.
The illness you was a dream. An old dream.
There's nothing left.
I can smell the flames. May I help you? You did! To think a god, wherever he is. Wait, are you suggesting he stole it? Do you mean Eothas killed someone close to him? I'd heard the rumors that he walked among us, but to think the God of Light, no.
Agents of violence. They cloak themselves in warmth and light and spread like wildfire.
What is there to ignore? It contradicts. Then why do we worship them? I find myself lost, godlike. I look at this relic now and I wonder whether all my years of service were a waste. I fear if I do, it will bring a curse upon it. Yet I cannot revere it anymore. And I'll pray for the thief's absolution. Then I'll finish.
Shame has had to happen. Some war wounds never heal.
It's hard to imagine my people taking shelter in Paradise.
They'll be better off there. Safest place in the lands. Assuming they don't cause any trouble.
I hope you're right. At least there's safety in numbers.
I doubt my soul is worth much to an animancer.
Why would you say that about yourself?
It's just that I'm not what I'd call strong-willed. I'm tense all the time, and just not easy to be around sometimes.
Self-knowledge and inner conflict are signs of a powerful soul. Make no mistake, you have a good one.
Thank you. I needed that.
Here.
A moment of your time, if you please. From one Adiran to another. The Inquisitor warned me about this rebellious temperament of yours. So, did you enjoy our little bonfire? Inquisitor Ludwig was pleased with our efficiency.
You irredeemable fucking swine!
Keep her on a tight leash. No need for this to get out of hand. We'll see about it. Believe it or not, the Steel Garrote owe you an apology on behalf of Inquisitor Ludwig.
Bring us her severed head and I'll consider it.
That temperament of yours is exactly the problem she's trying to solve. Our attack came together in haste. You should have been informed, and I regret the oversight. One way or another, Fuel Messiverno was always going to burn. Weak government, chaotic farming, dangerous research. They never had a chance.
What right do you have to cast judgment on us?
As the future caretakers of the living lands, we do only what is necessary. Fior Messiverno's reliance on animancy and stubborn individualism has done nothing but drag the living lands down with them. Help takes many forms. Look, I'm only telling you this because you deserve to know Ludwig's intentions for the living lands. If Heelgard cannot maintain a grip on the living lands, then the Steel Garrote will simply take it from him. You see, the Steel Garrote answer to the Burned Queen, not your floundering empire. And we will break from Adir if that's what it takes. Very good. But the terms of our arrangement are quite clear. The oath to our goddess supersedes any and all political loyalties. Inquisitor Ludwig sees something in you, envoy. She wants to cultivate your potential, as she did mine. You don't want to get between her and the fate of the living land, so let this serve as a warning. Our grasp on this island is going to tighten, even if it costs us allies along the way. Acceptable losses. What you do with this information is up to you. Either way, Emerald Stair is just the beginning. Perceptive. Maybe before I let you go, a little bird sang in my ear that you're going to Shatterscarp.
Word travels fast.
Of course, that would have been impossible with these meddlesome rangers in the way.
You didn't.
I took the liberty of removing them. It's a shame, really. Honorable folk to the last. Ludwig told me to open a path for you by any means necessary. When you arrive in Shatterscarp, give this letter to Temerity. Compliments of the Inquisitor. No need to keep you any longer. Let's hope our next... And here I was hoping for a chance to work together, but you've dashed. Be seeing you in...
So that's it? We're just letting her walk away? Normally, I don't have a taste for blood. As you wish. I don't want to see you again.
Crystal.
I didn't think it was possible to hate someone this much.
I'm sleeping with one eye open tonight.
You came to Emerald Stair looking for answers. And now we're leaving with more questions. How do we fight the Dream Scourge? What can we do about Sapadal? And where is the garden? Not to mention, why the Steel Garrote burned my fucking home to the ground. Who cares what she believes? What right have the dead to judge the living? I will not forget Fiorma Siverna. Everything it was, and everything it could have been. And I will never forgive. Never.
So on top of the Dream Scourge rotting your fields and turning kith and beast alike into monsters, now we've got a Death Guard Inquisitor and the Steel Garrote dogging our steps. Do you think Ludwig will try something similar in Thirdborn? Thirdborn's a rugged place that attracts rugged people. Lots of Rawatayans, scramble routes with no prospects back home, washouts from military or mercenary life, sailors in search of steady ground. Add to that a motley assortment of pirates, free spirits, and people who like living under the loosest grasp of the law, and you've got Thirdborn. But rumor has it something's amiss in Shatterscarp. Strange dreams, disappearances, people wandering into the desert and never returning, or coming back, changed. Their bodies and minds twisted, corrupted. Some confused and disoriented like Belena, others violent like Adelaro.
At least that tells us we're on the right track. This Dream Scourge is one of the weirdest things I've ever tried to hunt. Don't look at me. Ask the voice in your head.
Everything we learned in Naku Tadek points us to the garden. Thirdborn is just a stepping stone. But we don't know anything about the garden. It could be a myth or a metaphor. Whatever the garden is or isn't, it's our only lead. We find the garden, we find the Dream Scourge.
Gods are never forthcoming with useful information, are they?
Yatsley is a master of the unknown and the unknowable. No mystery eludes her for long. If there is a path to the garden, Yatsley can lead us to it. I'd follow her anywhere.
Or maybe that god poking around your soul could give us directions.
Ask for directions. Why didn't I think of that? Kai, that's brilliant. Whatever Sapadal tells us will be filtered through a lot of metaphysical noise, but it couldn't hurt to try. This is so exciting. Sapadal? It's Giada. Giada Castel. If you're listening, could you please tell us more about the garden?
Castel. Castel. Why does this name sing to us? A voice through murky water. The garden stifles the notes. We cannot reach. The branches bind.
Did you get anything? What? No. They must have confused me with someone else. Clearly your link to Sapadal isn't as strong as it was in Naku Tadek, but I'll take it over nothing.
I'll pass. I've heard too many ghost stories that start this way.
Right. If I wanted to waste time, that's what I carry a flute for.
Just me then? Really? No one else has a question for the god of the living lands? Fascinating.
So let me see if I got this straight. We're looking for the garden, which might not exist. Our best lead is Yatsley, an eccentric scholar who's gone ahead to Thirdborn, where the Dream Scourge may be ravaging.
Don't look at me. I was fine going back to Paradise. Stop. You're...
Listen, I hate to ask this, but while we're in Shatterscarp, there's something I need to do. Something I owe Tama. There's an old battlefield near some Pogrunan ruins. Tama lost his badge there. Not a bit. For all I know.
Better to keep moving forward.
Get some rest. Maybe this doesn't need to be said, but I don't blame you for what happened to Fior Messiverno. No need to question it anymore. I'll get the bastards who did this. One way or another.
Let's get some rest. We have a long day ahead of us.
You smell death here.
Listen to me. Look here. Can you focus on my voice? Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm just dizzy.
That last fight gouged a hole through our ranks. How many did you lose?
What did they?
Not even counting the ones we had to put down because they turned into dreams.
Never! I had to put down 3 good men myself. Telling their family. That was worse.
Don't talk to me like
You think we want to be here? Think again.
So leave. I can't wait to see the last of you and your people.
And go where? Nothing but death waiting out there. Better we die with honor.
Another Adiran, Kutabao.
Hold on. This isn't one of mine. Or Ludwig's. You must be the envoy Hilgard told me about.
Well, you picked a damn fine time to show up.
Dream Thralls ambushed us an hour ago. We're still counting the dead.
Our dead, to be precise.
We lost soldiers too, protecting your people.
Yes, how heroic. Protecting Kith from Adiran Dream Thralls.
No, but most are. Our troops haven't been spared, and more are falling ill.
In all their military might, your Adiran comrades decided to go wandering through the desert, despite my advice. And now we're all paying for their idiocy. Thirdborners and Adirans alike.
We've since pulled back to Eagle's Reach until more reinforcements arrive to contain the Dream Thralls. Whatever your intentions here, Envoy, it's not worth it. Better to go back to Paradise where it's safe.
I doubt your particular...
God, gods. A letter from Inquisitor Ludwig. That can't be good.
Kutabao. If that bitch thinks she can threaten our leader, she'll be sorely mistaken. I hope you're right, Envoy.
If you pray for anything, may it be that the Inquisitor never darkens your doorstep.
Look, Envoy. Kith aren't too keen on adherents at the moment. Rumor of what happened in Fjord is already starting to spread. Just...
Good luck, Envoy.
They're not fighting over territory, they're fighting over who's suffered the most. We live in unusual times.
Their eyes. It's like this. God, I hate this post-it.
This isn't a place to just stand around.
Ah, welcome to the shit, Envoy. Sorry for the mess, but it can't be helped. At least they're not coming out of the fucking rock like they did in the mines.
Nothing is spared this plague. Neither the land.
Aye, a living nightmare. They swarmed. What kind of feet have you got? We're talking about... The powers that be decided we'd help arm Thirdborn against the Dream Scourge, you see. Make friends. Those... Follow the path down. You'll see the
I used to hear stories about cave-ins up there.
If you hit the Leviathan skull when you're up there, you've gone too far. If it please you, sounds like that.
Normally, spiders are beneficial to an ecosystem. There's nothing normal about this.
Please!
Help us!
Darren!
Our parents,
We were out finding food, but when we came back...
they attacked us.
Did you say your parents...
We locked them inside the house, but we don't...
You'll be taken care of, I promise.
They're going to kill them!
Shh. They're in our home, by the...
No.
Please. Try to make it fast.
Let us know when it's over. Gods, what a thing to say about one's family.
Eye shark. Dream thralls ahead.
Subtle as a...
Thirdborn homespun with gear and armor.
How long must the living land suffer?
Who's next? Anyone? We see you!
Invaders in the garden.
New leaves in the oasis. Why did you cut them down?
Hard to believe it's been 6 years since I saw this place.
Treacherous weed!
Over here! Nice shot!
Purge the blight!
Feels wrong killing them. But what choice do we have?
Got to put a stop to this thing, Envoy.
Good fight.
Desert of dream thralls.
If you could help with the lift, I'd owe you a lot. There's oil in you. Shut up.